Hey, Cale.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Yo,
How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm
Everyone,
excited to talk about capital gains taxes today. Are you?
I'm thrilled. I woke up this morning and the first thing I thought about was, how about them capital gains?
Yes,
If
I woke
you
up
if
sweating this morning.
because of that. Well, if you're wondering why this is on our mind, it's because yesterday it was confirmed that the intent of the Biden administration is that their desired increase in capital gains taxes for individuals with more than $1 million of taxable income, that be retroactive to April 28th, 2021, meaning anything that you sell, if you're in that category between now and the end of the year, is going to be hit with a 43.4% capital gains rate.
Well, not between now and the end of the year, but from April to the end
True.
of the year. So if you already sold something and you weren't planning for this, you could be in trouble.
Now, Cale, this is going to affect a pretty small percentage of the population. So why should people be concerned?
Because it sucks, I guess. I mean, no, it's not. It's not going to affect most people, I would imagine. But some things that people don't consider is, maybe you have a business and you have a pretty modest or reasonable income from that business year after year. So something like this isn't really on your radar. Um, but then you do sell it, and the business sells for over $1 million, and then it could become an issue for you because the rate is a pretty substantial increase over what it used to be.
Yeah, more than double the existing capital gains rate. And one of the things that also comes to mind when we think about changes to tax policy is that there are always unintended consequences. The government provides the Congressional Budget Office provides these projections of what they think the revenue will be, but it doesn't always take into account that behavior changes when tax laws change. So people who might have been more inclined to sell or sell more frequently in their investments might not do that if capital gains rates are higher. And so they might not make the money they thought they were going to make from this.
I mean, so is this written in stone? I mean, is this definitely going to happen, or is there a chance that we still could have some time to, plan an asset sale prior to the end of the year and not get hit with that big new capital gains rate?
Well, hopefully, this is a negotiating tactic by the Biden administration, that there may be some room for movement. It does seem a little unfair that something that's often planned as carefully as this kind of thing would be subject to you know, this kind of a declaration. So one of the things that we know is that things are often discussed and proposed, especially with regard to tax law, that when the actual law comes into effect, there are often significant changes. So we could very well see that that date is moved. Uh, so right now, nothing is set in stone, and nobody should make rash decisions about selling appreciated assets until we have more clarification about what this is going to look like. Especially because if it does end up being retroactive to April 28th, then it's potentially too late anyway. You should remember that this material is intended for informational and educational purposes only and should not be construed as investment advice, a solicitation, or a recommendation to buy or sell a security or investment product. You should consult your financial advisor or financial professional for more information specific to your situation. In case you didn't know, that could be Cale and I. Anything else to add, Cale?
I have nothing further to add.
So, something to keep an eye on, um, and we'll hopefully learn more about it soon.
You guys read any of these books? I've read them all.
How about Stranger in a Strange Land? Is that your favorite?
Yeah, which one is that? I can't read the titles; they're a little blurry.
It's the red one.